I will skip it anyway. Here is ask the question at this time because I have only a few minutes. Anyway, can computer maintain? Yes. So their idea was something right. Then we need to consider next global question to answer. If you have such a question, I should come here again next year. Thank you.
These are talked about Shannon. Now I will be taking his work forward, and one of the important applications of Shannon theory which resulted in this field, I will be discussing something about it. Now over the years what is happening is we have heard of information security a lot. The government is always a misuse. The more recent is an attack on Sony Entertainment Network, and it has resulted in a big diplomatic war between the two countries. So this is really an important aspect which we really need to consider about it. Now this is another aspect which we need to really consider. What is happening is most of these attacks, if you see, the 54% attacks. Oh, how can I? Is it working? Yes, correct it. And the real value lies in that data, so that people can really analyze that data and use it for marketing purposes, marketing research, and so on and so forth. Okay, and this is one thing which we really need to pay attention to. See, some 5 years back, if we see, this was a very small portion actually. This area was quite small, and most of this was covered by this one, that is the black one. That is, most of the data theft was being carried out by the insiders. That was being facilitated by the insiders. And that's what has been suggested actually. That's what has been suggested. That what we have been doing so far is the breach prevention. That is, we will put some firewalls at the periphery, so that what we will do is that we will not allow the people to enter into our network so that they can breach into the system. But this is now completely failed. It's failed actually. And you really cannot protect the networks and the data by just putting the firewalls on the boundary of your network. So what we require is this one. That is, from breach prevention to breach acceptance. We have to accept that breaches will take place. So it's a complete new mindset actually. Earlier the focus was that let us prevent the people from getting into our network. Now it has not worked because new and new techniques have been devised to enter into the network. So until unless we accept that yes, there is a breaches will happen, we really cannot prevent. The objectives that the confidentiality, integrity, and authentication, we all know this is the triad, CIA triad. These are the three basic objectives of any security system. That we need to have the confidentiality, that is ensure the data is there only by authorized user. We want that the data is intact, whether during transit or on the storage. And authentication ensures senders and receivers are who they claim to be. So techniques like digital signatures have also gone into some measure, and we want to ensure that the data, what is transmitted, reaches to the receiver. So for that we need to have this encoding, and that's what reliability is. So we all know about these two techniques, and try to understand the secret key algorithm. That's the most common which we have been using so far. The major problem is the key distribution, because all the secure key, the secret key algorithms, or what we know as the semantic encryption schemes, they rely, and the underlying assumption there is that somehow we have a secure channel